Welcome to the Commerce Station. Please like, share, and subscribe our channel. In these days, we are studied about Indian Contract Act and today's topic other essential element of a valid contract. Okay, let's start. As per Section 10 of the Indian Contract Act provides that an agreement in order to be contract must satisfy the following condition. It must be free consent of the parties, competence to the contract. It must meet the lawful consideration with a lawful object, and it should not has been explicitly declared void by law. Let's start one by one. We are discuss about. The first one is free consent of the parties. Two or more parties are said to be consent when they are agreed upon the same thing in the same sense. As per section 13, consent is free when it is not caused by mistake, misrepresentation, undue influence, fraud, and coercion. When the consent is caused by any of the above said element, the contract is voidable at the option of the party whose consent was so caused as per section 19 and 19a. Coercion means committing or threatening to commit any act forbidden by the Indian Penal Code or the unlawful act detaining or threatening to detain any property to the prejudice of any person with a intention of causing any person to enter into an agreement as per section 15. Undue influence means one party of the contract is able to dominate that will be of other and use the position of obtaining unfair advantage. The contract is that undue influence as per section 16. The contract is voidable, not void. Fraud means exist when the false representation has been made knowingly with intention to divide the third party or the induce him to enter a contract as per section 17. Contract is voidable. Misrepresentation means a misstatement of material fact made with believing it is true without or intent to devices of the third party as per section 18. It will be voidable in this case. Mistake, both the parties are at a mistake to a matter of fact to the agreement is agreed is along together void. Next one is competent and capacity of the contract as per section 11. Only a person who is the age of majority, sound mind, and not forbidden under any law can contract done. Next important factor, that is lawful object and consideration. An agreement where the object or consideration is unlawful, that is void. Object or consideration is unlawful if it is forbidden by law, it would be defect, and the provision of law fraudulent involves injury to the person or property of another, immoral, opposed to the public policies. Basis the above said agreement, certain agreement has been expressly declared to be void by the contract, such as leveraging agreement and agreement with the uncertain meaning agreement where consideration is unlawful in part exact, and the agreement should expressly declared void. Agreement by or with person incompetent to the contract, agreement entered into through a mutual mistake of fact between the parties, agreement the object or consideration of which is unlawful, consideration or object partly unlawful, made without consideration, restriction of marriage, restriction of trade, restriction of legal proceedings, wavering agreement, impossible agreement, an agreement to enter into an agreement in future. It has expressly declared void agreement, and these factors we are discussed in this lecture. Hope you like and understand. Thank you so much.